Does all the functions have a name? The answer is no. These type of functions which doesn't have a name are called as anonymous functions. They are also called as lambda expressions. You need more detail of it? Let me explain you. Without lambda function, if you want to add any two numbers, the definition or the user-defined function which we write is this, where it is taking a and b, returning a plus b. And if you want to use this, we will be printing the function to see the result, which 30 plus 60 will give me 90. Next, if without creating a function, if you want to use a lambda function, let us see how exactly we can do so. Yeah, since I told you lambda doesn't have any function name, so it is called as just a keyword. So whatever the input parameters it is taking, we will be writing soon after the lambda keyword, that is a comma b. And what exactly it is returning us? It is a plus b. That logic we will be writing here. Since it doesn't have any name, so addition is just the variable which I have created, which will store the result of it. Whenever I am making use of the print function to call that variable and I am passing 30 and 60, a will be replaced with 30, b will be replaced with 60, and you will get the same output as you got above. Let us see. Like this. This is the second example where lambda is creating a square of a number which you pass. Example, if you call square of a 4, it is doing a power, then the output will be 16. Can we use the lambda function with some other functions? Yes, possible. There are so many functions which make use of the lambda function. Example, filter. What the filter will do? It will take one function and the collection, so that based on some certain conditions, it can filter the elements and give you the result as a list. Example, consider I have a list called numbers and it is 1 to 6 and I want to filter all the even numbers from this. So how we can use filter with lambda together? Let us see. The lambda is a function, as I told you, and it is an inline function. Only in the single line you have to write your conditions. Then here the input what it is taking is a number, and when I divide that number, if the remainder is 0, of course it is even number. So all the numbers whose remainder is 0 will be filtered and it will be saved in a form of a list, that is called as even list. Even numbers. If I print, the output will be 2, 4 and 6. Next, can we use this in a list of strings? Yes, possible. Consider a list of students which is nothing but the list of dictionary, where each student information is saved in a form of a name and a score. See the student list in a descending order of their score. How exactly the lambda function we can use? Here is the answer. Here sorted is a function which can take the list, and in the key we are taking use of lambda function again, where inside the dictionary it is fetching the score value and reverse is equal to true is the one we are using to get the descending order. So it is just a single line of code and we can sort it, the score, in a descending order by taking the list of dictionaries. To print them, this will be the statement. We are using a for loop to the sorted list to see the result. This will be the answer, where score 95 is in the top, 78 is in the bottom. Next, if you are not using a lambda function, how the filter function will work? For filter function, you have to pass one user-defined function which will serve the job of finding out the even number. So is even, here we are writing user-defined function which will tell us whether the number is even or not. Next, there is another example where lambda and filter is getting used. Here I am filtering out all the names whose names are starting with letter A. See, it is as simple as that. It will take the name, it will start with whatever the letter you give, it will filter out only those names from the list and it will give you as a result. That's the reason you're able to see here Alice, Alex, and Amy. Not only that, lambda can be used in another function called as map. Map is also a function. Filter, what exactly it will do? It will filter out the list if your condition is matching. Map is a function where you want to add or calculate some coding expression in each and every element. Example, consider you want to find out the square of each and every number in a list. So how exactly you can do that? In using the lambda, I can find out the square of a number, and the list what I am passing is here, it is called as a number, and here we are making use of a map function which is getting used in each and every number of a list. So whenever I am printing this, it will obviously give me square of each and every number in the list. Next, map, can I perform it in a list of strings? Yes, possible. Here is an example. Consider, I want to uppercase of each and every name. I want all the names to be printed in a capital letters. So, how I can apply the map and the lambda together? Here is my lambda where it will be taken a name, that is just nothing but this a variable name, name dot upper. Upper is a built-in string function. What exactly it will do? It will convert all the names into a capital letter and it will be stored as a list. If you want to see the result, you will be capturing in a form of one variable. Whenever you use the print statement using that variable, you will be able to see the answer in this way. This is about lambda expression with examples. For more such videos, please do keep watching us. Thank you.